Very good evening, everyone. So, this is Gayatri Venkateshan from Catnip Infotech, and I have my colleague Satish, who's joined along with me on the call today. Hi, Satish. Very good evening.
Hi Gayatri, very good evening.
So, today we're going to have a small interaction with all of you, and we are going to run you through the HR automation in any industry. HR is a very important function. So, in this video, we're going to talk about RPA. Now, what is RPA? RPA is a software technology, okay, that emulates human actions and interacts with the systems and the softwares, right? Any digital system. Now, RPA is a kind of robotic, a robot sitting in your laptop, which will kind of understand your entire system, navigate through multiple systems or have automated login. It will identify different platforms, different data, extract the data into PDFs and excels and what not, and provide perform a wide range of actions on different data sets. And it will have all those things.
So right from the talent acquisition, following by administrative tasks, employee engagements, and data-driven decision making are the four important phases in the HR department. So we are going to address some of the challenges happens in these four processes or on the four phases. So moving on, uh, when it comes to the talent acquisition part, starts from posting a job into a job portal or else in the internal career site, followed by collecting all the applicants' data from the applications such as LinkedIn, Naukri, or else from the company's career site. Then all the applications has to be screened in the initial phase. Post that, multiple stages of interview scheduling will be done by the HR team. This is the complete responsibility of the HR team, especially from the talent acquisition.
Right. And also, Satish, to add on to what you said, I think these are the most time taking things also. When the HR has to kind of download the data from different sites like Naukri or Hire or LinkedIn or any site, it takes a lot of time to kind of download all the CVs, match the skill sets, and that is what they do, right? They actually navigate through all the skill set. They kind of match the skill set with the CV, and then shortlist the candidate for that particular job role that they have in mind. That is a part of profile screening, and then move scheduling the interview for those candidates. If it is done by a bot, I think it will kind of save a lot of time for the HR, and they can actually move on to the other valuable tasks that they can do as a value to the organization as well, right?
Exactly. Due to this is a very big process and it is a very time consuming phase, the offer generation process only takes till 1 year in some of the companies. So the candidates are waiting around 1 year to receive their offer letters, right?
That's great. So we're going to show the audience today the offer generation process through bot, right?
Exactly. So
That is
not
going to be
only from
great.
the talent acquisition part, once the applicant has been selected for the particular role, the administrative comes into the picture. So it starts from collecting data from the candidate to fill all the required forms from the government forms as well as the company's internal forms. So the document should be verified, right? The document verification will be a very time-consuming process, especially you have to do the OCR to extract the data. Else, employee has to manually verify each and every documents, which includes Aadhaar and mark sheets and other work-related documents, right? Then the company has to generate the offer letter. So, and the company has to provide some of the accesses and assets and access like email ID creation and other ID card creation. So this is a complete phase of the administrative tasks. This also a lot of time to do for each and every employees, right?
Absolutely. Let's get into the next
Yeah.
session. Yeah.
So So the process not only stopped here. So once the employee has onboarded into the team, the employee engagement team will play a major role to retain the employee for the company's culture, providing the supports to the employee like leave balances and leave approvals, taking service from the employees, updating the employees on the company policy changes. Is it? So this plays a major role when it comes to the company culture. Then the most important thing here is companies are using various applications on before we mentioned the requirements and stages, right? So aggregating all the data into a single platform to take a decision on basis of the data is a smart thing. Most of the applications we cannot be able to extract the data. They are not providing the APIs to extract data, right? So this is where RPA will play a major role to connect all the data into a single platform so that we can utilize those data to make a dashboard and the visualizations. Using that, we can take some of the decisions. Um, is it?
Awesome. So let's actually see the demo so that we can show our audience how we are doing it. And
Yeah. So first, let's get into the proof of concept. Right now, we have a talent acquisition phase. Um, 1 minute.
okay.
So let's quickly deep dive into the proof of concept here. So right now we have taken the applicant profile screening, which comes under the talent acquisition part. So screening the application, which takes a lot of time for each and every job role, there are thousands of applications are coming in, and the HR has to take a lot of time to review whether the application is relevant to the job position or not. Right. So this is a very time-taking process. So what we have done here is we are leveraging the RPS capability to streamline and automate the end-to-end process in the application applicant profile screening. So what we are doing here is applications will be downloaded into a single directory. What my
Okay.
bot will do is it will simply go and read all the attachments, which is the application or the resume or the CVs, right? So it will apply the machine learning models to extract the data on based on the keyword, especially for the particular job role, and it will extract the suitable profiles from the application. Then it can be able to send the bulk emails for the applicants that they are getting selected for the next phase of the interview, right? So we'll just quickly deep dive into the demo. So here we have few resumes, which is a kind of a applicant who applied for jobs. I have all the resumes in a directory. What I am going to do is, as a HR, I'm going to write some of the keywords based on the job description. So my bot will be applying the ML model on the all the resumes, and it will extract the suitable profile for the particular job role. So I'm just starting my bot. I'm just entering the keyword which is based on the job description. Right now here I'm giving the Python. My bot will read all the applications which came to this job vacancy, and it will extract which is the perfect match. So my bot successfully ran. Let's quickly get into this site. So these are the two uh, profiles which is selected for the Python role. They have mentioned that they work in Python, and on basis of the experience and the uh, skill set, it is extracting the perfect match profile for this particular job role. So Gayatri, how do you think this will play a major role when it comes to the profile screening?
So absolutely. I mean, this is just wonderful. See, right now we're just showing it for two records, right? So if
Correct.
the HR is actually working on more than 100 or 150 records, it takes a lot of time to kind of match on their skill sets and see what people suits for what job role and all that. So I think this
Exactly.
will make a lot of sense. And then when you're actually automating a process, this is just one task, I would say, Satish, right? So if we
Exactly.
are actually having multiple tasks where the bot itself is picking up this extracted data, making it as a report and sending it to the HR on an email, then absolutely that makes a lot of sense and that saves a lot of time as well.
Exactly. When it scales into an organization for multiple teams, multiple roles, it will reduce a very massive amount of time
Absolutely.
among the employees. Right? So
Absolutely.
moving
So
on,
let's get on to the next process that we have, and we can show a small demo to our audience.
yeah. So once let's assume that the interview has completed, the person has been selected for the particular job role, but the HR team has to generate the offer letter from the administrative team. Right? So this takes a lot of time. What if 100 people came in a single time? They have to generate the offer letter. So one entire day will be reduced for a particular employee to generate only offer letters. Correct. So what we are doing here is we are leveraging the RPA to generate the offer letters for the employees who is selected for the particular role. Let's just quickly dive into the demo. So if you can see here, we are having some of the data about the selected candidates. So these are the employees who selected, these are the candidates who are selected for the particular job role. I want to get the offer letter for these people. So this is their role and manager name, everything is there. So this is my company's template of the offer letter. So I'm just going to run my bot now. So it started my bot. It will go and create each and every employee's offer letter here. So you can see here it is automatically creating the offer letter. So if you can see in the taskbar, there is a word file is getting open and closed. So it is recursively creating the offer letter. So the second person's offer letter has been created. Now the third one. So this is just for 3 or 4 persons, right? So what do you think about in an organization like consultancy companies who have to generate thousands of offer letters per day?
Right.
Um, so it will reduce a drastic time. So this is how it works, and you can streamline this process to any extent. We are going to see in the next phase of ID card creation, email ID creation. So this is what is a kind of a small demo on offer letter generation. We can leverage it to any extent with multiple level of approval, and we can do calculations for the salaries, which has to be mentioned in the offer letter, right? So let's just quickly dive into the next process. So automated form filling. Yeah, once the offer letter is generated, obviously he will be onboarded into our company in a new team. First thing will be the first big thing will be the HR will give 10 or 15 forms has to be filled by the employee. So the first 3 days will be covered up to fill the form only, right? So what if we have a centralized RPA bot which will aggregate the data in a single form of form, and it will feed all the required data into multiple forms. Let's consider here we are running with the bank account opening form, right?
Right.
So here what we are doing here is we are going to collect all the required data from the employee in a Google form digitally, and he will be uploading all the required documents also. So this is what the data I am going to collect now. So these are the data I have collected from the via Google form. So I have to fill the required data for required form to reduce the timeline, right? So I'm just going to run my bot. This is one of the bank's account opening form which we have created in our this is just for demo. So I'm just starting my bot. So it is generating the documents. You can see the output here. So we can right now we are going with the bank account opening form. The employee will be having PF form and a lot of forms when it comes to the onboarding. So it will be creating, it will be filling all the required data to the template here. So it has completed my use document, Anand's document, Ravi's document, right? So this is how it works. It is creating for Ravi now. So mobile number, state, city, region. So this is how it works to reduce the time. So the candidate need not to be sit and write all the documents, all the necessary data. If you mentioned any data, you have to fill another form. So there is no need to worry about any of these. It can be able to reduce a lot of time when it comes to the employees timing as well as the HR time. So this is how we can be able to reduce a lot of time by filling any form.
This is awesome. This saves a lot of time,
Yeah.
and they see there are almost close to 15 or 16 forms
Yeah.
on an average, be it any organization, that the employee has to fill on the day of joining. So
Yes.
if we are kind of able to automate all those, and if the HR is able to have those forms in hand before even the employee steps into the organization, and have it handy, and you can just get the information once, go through the fields if it is filled up right, and after just reviewing, if he or she is able to approve it and kind of give it for printing, the employee can just come down, walk in, and attend his induction on the day one, and put his signatures on each and every document, wet it, and submit it for review and further approval to the
Exactly.
organization. So it saves a lot of time.
Yes,
So this
exactly.
is a very good use case. Yeah. Satish, let's move on to the next section of this HR
So this is
automation.
kind of a overview of using machine learning and artificial intelligence in the AI era. So
Right.
right now we are not going to look into any other demo here. Though this is a we are going to do OCR for PAN and other documents. Just I'm going to give an overall idea. So as we see here, when filling the form, the employee will be attaching all the required documents for the background verification and other verifications, right? So to manually verify all the data will be a very time-consuming task. So what if we can be able to leverage the AI to do OCR on the documents, which can be your mark sheet or else Aadhaar, PAN, any other document, right? So we can leverage RPA to do the document verification and validation um, to reduce the time, very big time.
Right. How do you see the accuracy on this, Satish? Because OCR, especially when it comes to PAN card extraction or something, there are sometimes,
Mhm.
regional languages coming into picture
Exactly.
and all that. So is the OCR also, able to extract those regional information as well accurately?
So right now the natural language processing has evolved very big by the major cloud vendors, Google, Azure, Amazon. So we can leverage those APIs to those platforms to do the OCR for any language. Mostly they have 150 languages to do the extraction. So we can leverage and we can extract the data to any extent.
Great, great. Could we see a sample of it also as in our next section?
Yeah, obviously we can be able to do another separate section for the document verification and
Right.
validation. So moving on, so these are the small processes, but also efficiently takes a lot of time. This ID card generation, email ID generation, providing access to separate applications, right? Providing access like we have to give access to the server, what level of access we have to give for this email ID, right? So we can be able to see any one of the demo here, which we will take into email ID. So right now we have a sample application here, but in the real world, we can create a email ID in Microsoft O365 or else Google Workspace, right? So I have some of the employee details here. So I have to create email ID for these people. So this is where the email ID will be coming. Once it is created, so I'm just clearing everything. I'm just going to run my bot now. So the bot has started execution. So it is opening the mail provider, mail service providers web application. So it is filling all the required data as you can see in the screen, and it is creating the official email ID for each employee. So you can see in the official mail ID label here, prithvi.com@yourcompany.com. So there might be a lot of opportunities where the HR can make a mistake while filling this data, right? By leveraging the RPA, we can reduce those mistakes of the human being, and we can provide the accurate result. So this is how it works. So this is his ID, the employee ID, and the email address. Yeah. So Gayatri, as we have discussed here, what do you think about that streamlining of all these processes?
Exactly. So the process, if it is stitched into a single process where we have multiple tasks like this stitched together as a whole HR process, it makes a lot of sense because it will save a lot of time, right?
Exactly.
Awesome. So
So
Satish, what do we
before
have
that,
next in store
yeah.
as our last presentation, I believe?
So before we are covering up, I just want to mention your quote, which is by Stewart Butterfield. There's a lot of automation that can happen that isn't a replacement of humans, but of mind-numbing behavior. So the RPA is not going to eliminate any human being. This it is going to enhance the way of working.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Satish, for joining us today and taking us through the HR automation. I'm sure we're going to come up with more videos like this, and this is just a start, tip of the iceberg, where we've just shown a sample of HR automation that can be done.
Um,
I won't even say HR automation, this is a task automation in the HR department that we have done. We're going to come up with more videos like this. We're going to show more automation and different ideas where it can be implemented, how it can collaborate with different systems, be it your CRM, be it your HRMS systems, be it your ERP, be it any department, finance, HR, your operations, your any administrative tasks. So we're going to come up with a lot of videos. We're going to come up with a lot of other different other tools. We're going to show a sample of different tools where we're going to do process mining. We're going to do kind of process discoveries through tools. So we're going to come up with all of lot of videos like this. So that's it for today. I think thank you so much.
Thank you.
So yeah, we'll be continuing